Welcome to Solo Parenting. I'm Jennifer Gill, and this is a place where solo parents find encouragement, practical tips, and real conversations to help you navigate parenthood with confidence. Let's get started.
Picture this. It's Thursday. You're already running behind, and the school calls. No, not the usual note. The nurse says your child has a fever and needs to be picked up. You can feel the warm forehead against your palm, your phone buzzes in your pocket, your coffee is getting cold, and the bus is literally clicking down the street. You juggle keys and a backpack, and then realize one thing. You don't have a plan for this exact moment.
Welcome to Solo Parenting. I'm Jennifer Gill. This show is for solo parents navigating the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Today, I want to give you one simple fix you can start in about 20 minutes, a tiny emergency kit plus a small weekly savings ritual that turns that frantic scramble into a calm, predictable routine. Here's why it matters. When you have a compact plan, both a physical kit and a tiny fund, you make faster choices under pressure. You miss fewer hours at work, and your kids pick up on the calm. Preparedness is not about perfection. It's about lowering decision fatigue so you can actually think straight when things go sideways. Let's start with money, the tiny savings ritual. You don't need to overhaul your budget. Goal, $50 as a usable buffer. If $50 feels impossible, start with $5. Set an automatic weekly transfer of $5 into a separate savings account or a labeled digital envelope. Cash people, a jar or an envelope works fine. $5 a week gets you to $50 in about 10 weeks. $10 a week halves that. The point is consistency, not speed. Where you keep the fund matters. Separate it from everyday spending. A dedicated savings account, a prepaid card you load only for emergencies, or a labeled cash envelope. That separation reduces temptation and means when you need the money, it's actually there. That alone takes a ton of pressure off. Quick roll. Use the fund only for short-term fixes, transportation, emergency childcare, urgent meds. If you dip in, schedule one automated transfer on your next payday to refill it. Simple refill rules keep the plan real instead of a one-time miracle. Now, the physical kit. Think compact and multi-use. Start with a clear pouch or a small lunchbox and pack one non-perishable snack per child, a small bottle of water, basic age-appropriate meds with dosing notes, a few Band-Aids, hand wipes or sanitizer, a spare set of underwear and socks, a quiet comfort item or fidget, a backup phone charger or power bank. Also, tuck in emergency cash. Aim for about $20 if you can, and a printed contact sheet with consent notes and allergy info. Put the contact sheet in a sealed bag so it doesn't get soggy. These two things, cash and that paper, solve more problems than you'd expect. On a tight budget? Swap smart. A granola bar can replace multiple snacks. A washcloth works for quick cleanups, and safety pins fix wardrobe mishaps. Reuse an old backpack instead of buying a new kit. Label meds with a Sharpie and mark expiration dates on the bag so you notice them later. Storage tip. Have 2 easy access points. One kit in the car, glove box or under the seat, and a smaller grab-and-go pouch by the front door. If you commute, keep a tiny version in your work bag. Label everything and set a monthly calendar reminder for a quick check. 10 minutes to spot expired snacks or a dead charger. A quick real example. A listener told me she used this exact setup, grabbed her pouch from the front hall, handed the consent sheet to school staff, and used the prepaid card to catch a ride home. She didn't miss her meeting, and her child felt calmer because everything was ready. That kind of small win matters. Scripts you can actually say in a rush. To kids, if my phone is busy, bring the green pouch and the consent sheet to the office. To a caregiver, there's a kit in the glove box and a contact sheet inside. I'll be back in X minutes. To a boss, I'm handling a family emergency and have backup care arranged. I'll update you by time. Practice this once aloud with your kids or backup person. One quick run-through makes it feel doable rather than theoretical. If $50 is still unreachable, be gentle. Start with coins in a jar, a $1 a day habit, or use an app that rounds up purchases. Consider a neighbor swap for emergency childcare. Trade an afternoon once a month so you can borrow time rather than burn out. Community centers and school resource lists can be a temporary bridge. Asking for help is a strength, not a failure.
I know. This can feel like one more thing on a never-ending list. So make it tiny. Today, pick a pouch, toss in a snack and the contact sheet, and set up a $5 weekly transfer. Done. Set a monthly reminder and call it good. Small actions add up fast.
Quick recap. Pack a small kit with snacks, meds, a spare outfit, cash, and a printed contact consent sheet. Start a tiny savings ritual. $5 a week builds a practical $50 buffer. Store kits where you'll grab them and run, and one short practice so the routine is familiar. Today's one small action. Assemble a basic pouch and schedule one automatic transfer this week. If you want a printable checklist and a consent template to make this even faster, join our email list and I'll send both straight to your inbox so you can print, pack, and go. Thank you so much for listening to Solo Parenting. I hope today's episode reminded you that you're stronger than you think and that you're not alone on this journey. Keep showing up for yourself and your family, one day at a time. Remember, you don't have to parent alone. Until next time, take care of yourself.
Thanks for listening to Solo Parenting. If today's episode helped you, be sure to follow, leave a review, and share with another solo parent. Until next time, take care of yourself. You've got this.